Okay, the following is our non-functional test cases. It will be testing for invalid input, various JSON exceptions, and IO exceptions. The following here is our coverage report for it.
The following test cases verify that our unit tests are working correctly. Our unit tests were created to test our beacons when they're in range. We created a method that checks if the hash map does contain a unique identifier sent from a beacon, and we created a method to see that if the map was cleared when a person was no longer in range of that beacon. As you can see, the test passed. Right now we are going to our coverage report for the unit tests and how they affected the software coverage. As you can see, it's 38% of the coverage, statement coverage, and 27% of the branch coverage.
The following is our functional integration test cases. Some of our test cases will start on the home screen, which is our user activity class, and it will require a mocked member object. Other test cases will begin on the beacons class, and they will require a mocked beacon object, car object, and info object. The last set of test cases will begin on the car activity screen, and they will require a mocked car object, member object, info object, and reservation object. The following is our functional integration coverage report. As you can see, it accounts for 85% of our overall statement coverage.
The following test cases are running our unit tests, our non-functional tests, and our functional integration tests at the same time. I'd like to add that the previous test reports were showing what the coverage was for only those test cases in the software as a whole. This coverage report is showing all of the test cases ran at the same time and showing our overall coverage that we obtained during the project. Our coverage for our statement coverage is 94%. And our branch coverage is 81%. I'd also like to add that the Estimote package that you see in the coverage report is what we discussed with you before our first presentation, and it's for the low energy Bluetooth beacons, and it's not actually part of the testing project.
Hi, this is our class diagram. Here we have an activity that's being inherited from the activities listed below. We begin in login activity, which creates a user object to authenticate the user. The black diamonds show that an aggregation relationship, while the dashed lines show an intent being passed to start up the next activity. The user activity uses a member object which contains the first name and the last name of the user, which is obtained using API calls that retrieves that information from our database. From user activity, the user can then view error formats from map activity. They can view contact information from help activity, and can view their previous reservations from my reservation activity, which uses a reservation object. The user can begin the car rental process by starting up a beacon activity. When a beacon is nearby, that is being read, and that sends an intent to start the test car adapter. And when the user is ready to make their selection, the testing car adapter alongside a car object with information about the car and the features of the car is then passed into the car activity, which then the user can confirm their reservation. The activities listed here, we use Espresso for integration testing, and we mock up objects such as car, info, reservation, user, and member, and we perform unit testing on API calls. I'm showing you an expanded version of our class diagram.